The night before the greatest carp competition in the UK, the Eric's Carp Championships 2015. Everyone getting settled in for the big event tomorrow. What must be going through these lads' minds, thinking about strategies, tactics, bait presentation, rigs, their competitors. It must be marvellous. I'll see you tomorrow, Carpheadbangers. Morning, Carpheadbangers. My name's Phil Beck and welcome to the Eric's Carp Championships 2015. It's the first of 4 qualifiers which is taking place over the next couple of weeks. We've got 16 pairs, 32 anglers, all fighting for that £30,000 worth of prize money. We've got last year's winners, Harry Channington and Alexi Balgrave. We've got the British Carp champions, Neil Rivers and Chris Holmes. So there's very high profile anglers all fighting for that qualifying place to get into the final. Well, what can I say? A lovely day. Hopefully we see some lovely fish and some exciting moments. And talking about an exciting moment, I believe the draw's just about to be announced, so we best hurry up and get ourselves round there. So anyway, I'll catch you in a little bit, Carpheadbangers. Let's enjoy it, eh? Bye for now. All the anglers waiting, getting ready for the draw for the Eric's Carp Championships. Exciting times. 16 pairs, 32 anglers.
Semi-final 1 of the Eric's Carp Angling Championships. Don't know me, my name's Bruce. I'm your head marshal. I'm going to do everything over the weekend for you as best I can. Now then, there's a few things I need to point out to you, so you know where you stand with certain fishery rules and regulations and things like that. Rules, which hopefully you would have done in your qualifying round, and obviously most of you should have probably looked at the fishery rules anyway. On the fishery rules, isn't so much to do with the fishing, it's more 2 things. Firstly, do not drive on the grass. I think there's a few people who know they really hate it. They really do hate it. So even turning round, you've got the turning points scattered around the lake. Try and use those as best you can all the time, basically. Right, before anybody asks, because it actually isn't on their website, wading is allowed, but it is the normal competition rules of up to a rod length out, okay, no more than that. And there are some swims, obviously, where you might actually have your rods in the water, but your rods, your alarms and your rod rests need to be within that rod length distance as well, just because they're in the water. The whole one rod length rule applies to everything. Okay? Just to reiterate what was said in the email sent out last week, all the runners can really do is cook your food, make your drinks, do a shot run if they want, but that's it. The only thing they can do fish wise is help me weigh the fish, which in effect allows you to carry on fishing, hopefully catching more fish. Ask your marshal, depending on who it is. I'll be doing this bank and I've got a couple of others doing the other bank, so they'll obviously introduce themselves once they I've sorted through everything with them. Really, then it will certainly make my job a lot easier, not having to worry about, oh, he's cast over to my area. With regards to parking, if you end up on the far bank from here, which is pegs, max pegs 9 to 16, you're allowed to drive round, unload your vehicles, and then put the cars down into the B1 car park right at the end. Okay? That means unloading. It doesn't mean getting your bivvy out, setting your bivvy up and then going back for the rest of it. It means unloading, put your car down into the car park and then attend to all your kit. Okay? Right, one final point. As I said, you know, I'm trying to help you as much as I can. Signal isn't brilliant, but I am getting a pretty good internet signal at the moment, so I'm going to do the updates as regularly as I can. Bear with me, because sometimes obviously I might be weighing fish, so things aren't going to appear as quickly as I would like, but I'll do my best for you to keep you updated with where you and everybody else is, how well you're doing. Okay, so bear with me. So not too many questions on where I'm out and what am I doing. It'll hopefully all be on the website. I've asked services of Anthony Warrington. If you'd like to pop up, Anthony. Alright, this is the first and new one for me. I have been requested to, due to a couple of allegations that have cropped up recently, and what I actually need to do is I'm going to approach 2 or 3 of you, and I need you to put your hand in and check that there's nothing untoward with any of the eggs that I've got in here. Okay? There's nothing, there's no egg that's extra heavy, there's no egg that's freezing cold. Yeah. Okay. Go on, Alexei. Ooh.
Did you just
right?
Cold
How did you know it was cold, Harry? Alright, if anybody wants to know what that was all about, I might tell you later if you're interested. I don't know the whole story yet myself. So, with no further ado, Anthony, would you please pull out the first egg? Do you want to pop it? Squeeze it. Darren Reynolds, Joby Evans.
Yep. Swim 6.
Swim 6. Miranda Brown, Jason Budd, peg 5. Piece of kind. Aaron Leach, James Mann.
11.
11.
Oh, sorry. Well away.
Jerry Bridger, Jason Kahn. 14.
Yep.
Jay Cartmill, Luke Sparks.
4.
4.
Yeah. Cold that was.
Neil Rivers, Chris Holmes.
Yep.
Thomas Howe, Andrew Collier.
Sixteen.
16.
I started looking, I was like,
Infidel, Paul Pointer.
13.
13. Craig Outram, David Stowe. Thank you. Stephen Brown, Ashley Bonwick Smith. Peg 9. Harry Charrington, Alexi Bygrave.
3.
3. Steve Blow, Jack Funnell. Peg 2. These in there?
Cheers, mate.
Stuart Hancock, Steve Payton. Hey, there you go.
Is anyone next to you, mate?
Yeah, Stuart. Let's put it out, mate. Thank you. Andy Gregory, Alan Pinner.
Peg 1.
Thanks, Galen. I'll see you as I walk around in your peg.
There you go, Carpheadbangers. Everyone's peg's been selected. It's just a matter of everyone organising themselves now. And this is where it all begins. Catch you in a bit, Carpheadbangers. As you can see, Carpheadbangers, all the qualifiers have gone to their chosen pegs. They've got a couple of hours to set up, put their bait out before the horns are sounded to start the competition officially. So, there'll be some people are going to be pretty stressed. Oh, you've got the ones who've done well in the draw, or they feel they've done well in the draw. You've got the people who haven't done well in the draw, thinking, oh, what's the weekend going to bring? Oh, wait. It's got to be fun. Oh, I don't envy them, I tell you. No, I do envy them. That's a lie. It's going to be exciting. I'll tell you what I'm not looking forward to. I believe we got some thunderstorms coming, which is not good. Anyway, I need to get over the other side of that lake. Tell you what, it's a bit of a trek around this lake, you know. Oh, right. I think I might have to go around with the car. Looks like I'll have to spend time with some anglers. Hopefully get some magic moments on footage. Congratulations, boys, on your first fish. That's what it's all about.
It is. It's just whether there's going to be any more.
Right. It's having a start, isn't it?
Yes.
Gives you the confidence you're on it.
Oh yes.
But things change.
They do. You know, in here one fish technically means very little.
Well,
it's just a nice confidence boost.
Innit?
You know, we didn't do anything for the first hour. Let everybody else cast in.
Yeah.
You just leave your bit of water.
Yeah.
You just leave it free.
Yeah.
They came in, started spotting mixers on them.
That's it.
And the odd mouth came up,
Yeah.
bang, got a bite straight away.
Superb.
So
superb. Well, let's see this fish in.
But it's unheard of for me to get a bite on floaters.
Oh, right. He's only kidding, by the way, Carpheadbangers. Tell you what, it's a little lump, isn't it?
That might be a 20, that, mate.
I think it's more than a 20. Carpheadbangers. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Ooh, what's the magic weight? 4. Hey, I tell you what.
That's happy days, that
I tell you what, it's a lump.
Go for
25.7.
25.7. Yeah.
I tell you what a beautiful fish. Yeah, well done.
Happy days. Yeah,
25.7. Well done, boys. Yeah, boys.
It's going to be like this, is it? Come on, my son.
Well, looks like you're going to have fun, lad.
It's always good to get the first one. I
Yeah,
just hope it's not the last.
Yeah. Beautiful middle.
One more swift one.
Well, hopefully you have quite a few more, eh, boys?
Wow.
Maybe another 30.
Carpheadbangers. Absolutely beautiful.
What was it on the
Congratulations,
scores, boys?
What did you catch it on?
25.7.
We will tell you that next fish.
Yeah. Superb. Beautiful. The Eric Carp Championships. Well, after catching their first fish, Jerry's scouting the water, hopefully to build on what he's just caught. Magic moment times, Carpheadbangers. The anxiety's running wild. Superb. The pressure's on for some people on here, I tell you. But you can't win all the time. Give and take, and things change as it goes along. The draw, Jason?
Well, the thing is, everyone gasps when the first name comes out.
Yeah.
And everyone's head sinks because you automatically think, well, that's your first choice swim, gone. Because you automatically think that your first choice is everyone's. As with most matches, things completely changed this morning because there was no fish down in the bottom sanctuary.
Yeah.
Whereas yesterday afternoon there was virtually, if I was guessing, maybe 70% of the entire pond's population.
Right.
So first thing last night, our first choice was number 9.
Yeah.
Got down there this morning, virtually no fish in there at all.
Right.
And the fish had come back out and they'd just deposited themselves in front of different swims.
Yeah.
But mainly down the bottom there, but you've got a bottleneck, and we think 12 leads, markers, spods. The bottleneck is just gonna, you know, they'll end up strangling each other,
Right.
metaphorically,
Yeah.
and the fish should come out into the widest opened bit, and we're just hunching that they won't go all the way through into the big bay.
Right. Okay.
So luckily we come out fourth,
Yeah. Okay. That's okay.
and this was our first choice swim.
Right.
So,
That's great.
but that was based on the fish we saw in this swim.
Yeah. So you're open to, as they're going to get pushed out, you're going to just pick them up
Yeah,
basically. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Well
And by
done.
keeping the swim quiet and fishing just short of where you see the fish, just fish just short, try and pick one off,
Yeah.
let them bounce out,
Yeah.
let them come back, pick one off, let them bounce out, come. That's the plan.
Yeah. Well, it's all about having a plan. If it doesn't work,
In
then
an
you have to
hour,
adapt
that
and
may change.
Well done.
That may change.
Well done.
But you've got to have a plan to start with,
Yeah. Well.
you know, and no matter what you say, a good draw helps.
Yeah.
Because you start off and you just think that you're in with a chance straight
Yeah.
away.
Well, the plan changes as the draw develops, doesn't it?
Yes.
So.
Yep, it usually does.
Well, at least you're on the positive note. That's the main thing.
And then you just keep going,
Isn't it?
plodding away. You can get away with doing that when you're not fishing a bait that's attached to the bottom. But when you've got a nice little solid bag out there or something, you can't really
Yeah.
get away with doing that.
Of course.
But I've got a bit of a crosswind come up, which is why I've just stripped off my braid and put the mono back on, you see, so. Not enough. Again.
Not happy with that one. If you're not happy, it'll start again.
Give us a little bit more.
The magic juice.
Yes.
I made it freshly this morning.
Right.
No, not really.
You're going to tell us what it is then?
It's sort of like
Chili oil.
yeah, something along them lines.
Yeah,
Yeah,
something along them
It's,
lines.
It's a hot oil.
Right, very good. Well, you use what you think works.
Yeah, it seems to make a difference on the zigs.
Yeah.
Just gives them just that little bit more.
Well, it's about having confidence in what you're using. I've noticed you're using two different types of material for your hook length for your zigging, Jason.
Well, there's two things there. One, curiosity killed the cat.
Yeah.
And two, there's good observation. What I'm doing, because I've been up and practiced, never
Right.
fished on here,
Okay.
ever. I fished on B1 a handful of times before
Yeah.
they opened it, so that's kind of like 12, maybe 13 years ago.
Right.
But in practice here, I was going out with like 8-pound double strength, 6 foot, 8 foot zigs over depths,
Yeah.
that sort of thing. And as soon as it was hitting any of the zebras in the weed,
Yeah.
just cutting it.
Oh, you're losing
So
it.
I went up to 10, went up to 12,
Right. Okay.
even went up to 15-pound fluorocarbons.
Right.
Didn't get as many bites, but you had a good hook hold.
Right.
Still getting cut.
Yeah.
So what I devised is,
Okay.
if I'm fishing this one here, it's like an 8 foot zig.
That's correct.
I've got the top sort of 12 inches is whatever hook link I've gone on,
Yeah.
This one's 12.
What hook link's that?
That's just the Fox Zig hook link.
Right, okay.
It's either that or Drennan double strength.
Okay.
That's all you need to use.
So you've only got about, what,
I got
16 inches, 17 inches?
Yeah, just over a foot.
Yeah.
And then I got 7 foot
Yeah.
of 30-pound braid.
Right, okay. What braid's that?
Floating braid. This is that Apex.
Okay.
Corders Apex.
Right, okay. Corders
And
Apex, yeah?
I'll be honest with you. Credit where credit's due.
Yeah.
I've got it on as the rubbing leader as well,
Right,
where normally you'd only have 5 turns on the
right.
reel.
Okay,
On there, I got 25 turns,
okay.
and it softens after about 15 casts.
Right,
It just softens,
nicely, yeah.
and it just glides off. You don't
Okay.
get wind knots. You don't get nothing.
Right.
It's probably the best leader I've used.
Well,
And you
that's a new one for me.
Yeah.
Very good.
Yeah. You can go down to little ones for flicking out, you know, close in zigs.
Right,
And when I was down on the long chucks, I was hitting 5s as hard as I can
right.
on the 50-pound.
Yeah,
Not one crack off, nothing, just perfect.
Superb.
Not a single wind knot, not a frap up, nothing.
hmm. I'll have to do that.
So credit where credit's due.
Yeah,
If you're looking for a leader for chucking big leads,
yeah.
even if you're doing it on choddies or bags,
Right,
try that 50-pound stuff.
yeah.
You know, it's made predominantly as a reel.
Well, I use it for the leader, but I've not used it for the zig and then have a separate
I'll be honest,
hook length for
I don't know anyone who's used a snag leader
yeah,
in the zig.
in the zig, yeah.
It's just, I was sat there the other day, I was fed up with getting cut off,
Yeah,
and I just started messing with things,
Yeah.
and it solved the problem instantly.
and you started that and it didn't stop you having bites after that?
No.
No? Losing, yeah, superb.
I mean, the water's blue, so come
yeah,
on. you
yeah,
know.
true, true. Yeah, brilliant.
So
Well, there you go, Carpheadbangers. What a
That's-
tip that is.
that'll catch you some foot. Well,
Yeah.
it'll stop you losing some
fish, yeah.
You know.
That's fantastic. Well done, Jerry. Superb. Jason, sorry. Well
That's
done,
all right.
Jason.
I'll
Superb.
let you off. I'm going to catch one now.
Okay. Yeah, it's what it's all about, lad. Well, I'm just going to Chris Donovan and Craig Ridge swim in peg 2. I believe you just caught one, boys.
Yeah, we just have one, mate. Yeah.
Oh, superb. Superb.
Watch yourself there, mate.
Yeah. That's a nice cast. Away, Carpheadbangers. Team Tasker with their first fish.
We're all zeroed up, are we?
We will be in a second. If you give me your paperwork, I'll
Ooh,
fill
nice
mine
little
in.
minute.
Straight out. Oh, it's a lot bigger than you think.
Ooh, what is it?
Weird. Well in
Oh.
14.
Ooh, well,
14. 7.
£14.7. Well done, boys.
We'll take it.
Superb, yeah.
Thank you.
Better than £9, isn't it?
Not better than nine. Take that first fish.
It's half a fish.
You don't need pictures, Bruce, do you?
No.
There it goes, Carpheadbangers. Oh, look at that. Marvellous. Superb.
Go back out to the spot
Yeah.
and have that again.
Yeah, definitely. How long have you been with Taskers then, Chris?
Just come up for 2 years now,
Yeah,
so it's going well.
because I first seen you last year, didn't I, in the Erics?
Yeah, that was whereabouts was that? That
Was
was
it Drayton?
That was
Drayton, yeah.
on Drayton,
Yeah.
yeah. So yeah, they're really looking after us. They're
Are they?
good company to be behind us.
Well, it's all about having a good company behind you, isn't it?
Yeah, they just they really look after us, and we can't fault them.
How did you get involved with them?
There's a fella out there called Joe Turnbull who
Right.
does a bit for Carp World, does a bit of his own from the bait stuff as well.
All right.
And I used to fish a few charity matches with Joe, and he just put in a good word for us, really, and it
Right.
went from there. We went over and met Tasker when they'd done a show at Bird's Green Fishery when that
Right.
used to be running, and it went from there, really. We just joined up, and we've just really started getting involved with them a bit more this year, doing a few features for them. Hopefully get involved with a few shows a bit later on in the year as well. So
they make some really good stuff.
yeah, they do. I mean, they're evolving so quickly. They've got products coming out monthly, I think, and they're working on a lot of exciting stuff, I know, coming out at the end of this year, and they're going to try and tap into everything they can, really. So
very good.
It's going to be exciting times for them, surely. You know, if we
well, it helps when you like fishing and you go into different places.
That's right. Yeah, I mean, it's just good to have, you know, a big company, like Tasker behind you, and they're supporting us, and hopefully we're giving them something back as well.
Yeah.
So it's sort of working both ways, which is, I guess, the way that these things should work.
Well, you're not going home blanking, are you?
Not going home blanking, no. We're off the mark.
Off the mark, yeah.
But we haven't come here to catch one fish. So
no.
Hopefully, we've got to start with one though.
It builds up from that.
You can't have a sackful until you've had the first one. So we're off the mark, and fingers crossed we'll keep topping it up, and they'll turn up.
So we are. I'll put you on the spot now, then, Chris. What's your favourite product from Taskers? Tasker, I should say.
Probably their PVA bags. You know, before we were with Tasker, we went through a lot of different brands of PVA bags, and you know, they all had their pluses and the minuses, but the Tasker ones seem to tick all the boxes, you know, in terms of the dissolve time, and if you do lick and stick, they stick together really easily, and things like that. So yeah, I'd have to say probably their solid bags probably be my #1 product.
Very good. The colours and the baiting needles and all are quite nice. They're quite vibrant, aren't they?
You want something that stands out.
Yeah, in your box when you want to go straight to it.
You want to go straight to it. Yeah. It's night time. The ones we use the most are the thinner gauged baiting needles. They've got a white handle, so at night time they stand out like a sore thumb. You're always going to find them.
And you're looking someone who's got a bit short-sightedness like yourself.
That's it. Yeah, we're not quite there yet, but no, it's not. You're not far around the corner. We'll be struggling for sight and that, but. No, it's all good there.
That was good.
It's all thought about. The products that they bring out there, they're very well thought out and tested. So
well, it all helps with the fish, and that's the main thing.
That's it. Yeah, it's all just
having a bit of confidence,
a bit more of the jigsaw that's put together.
Yeah,
and it's the hard work coming in and trying to catch them.
Yeah, well, here we go, Carpheadbangers. A few nice bits from there.